As you guys are aware, I live in I'm low carb, he's not household. So I'm always coming up with recipes that are low carb, easy, delicious, and economical. And at the same time, it's not gonna keep me in the kitchen for hours on end trying to create a low carb versus a non-low carb meal. And tonight, you guys, that is exactly what I have come up with. I have taken, again, these tortilla shells. This is not low carb, this one is. And I have turned it into yet another delicious creation, and that being a burrito bowl. That's the oven, you guys. A burrito bowl. This is an edible bowl that we are going to fill with delicious ingredients: lettuce, tomato, beans, rice for him, Cauli Rice for me, and meat, you guys. And again, you can eat the bowl. So if you want to learn how to put this together, then stick with me and I will show you how coming up next. So the first thing that we need to do is to make our mold, or of course you can buy one, but why spend money on something when you can DIY it? So what we're gonna do is make one out of aluminum foil. And what I did is I took a bowl, okay, that was to port the size of my shells, and this will work just fine. I took some aluminum foil, and I am going to double this just for stability. Fold it in half. And then we are going to drape it over this bowl to form the shape. And as you can see, we have the shape, okay? So let's go ahead and take this out and just fold down the edges. Okay, you guys, and we have our mold. So what we need to do at this point is to go on over to the stove and put a little oil in the skillet. I'm gonna use avocado oil and just heat these on each side just to make them really, really pliable. So that way, when we drape them over this mold, they won't break and they will hold the shape. So I'll see you at the stove. Okay, so to this heated skillet, I'm going to add some avocado oil and then heat this shell on both sides. And we don't want to brown it. We just want to heat it through once again, just to make it pliable. Okay, you guys, this is ready. Okay, so I found the easiest way to form this into the shape that I need it to be is to take the foil mold, okay, drape this shell around it, and then take another bowl and then put it on top and let this sit for about a minute and it will take on a shape. All right, everyone, let's take this off and we've got our bowl shape here, like that. Okay, and just slide this in just like this. And there you have it. So off to the oven this goes, 400-degree preheated oven for about 10 minutes. And we will check on it to see if it is nice and crispy the way we need it to be. If it's not, we'll just stick it back in for a couple more minutes. And then you guys, this will be done and we will end up with a product that looks like this. One of the ingredients that I am going to fill my burrito bowl with are beans specifically. These are black soy beans. These are lower in carbs than your typical bean. That way, both myself and my husband can enjoy these. So what I've done so far is I took them out of the can, I rinsed them, and now it's time to give these things some flavor. And I intend to do that with some fresh garlic, some diced onion, and then I'm going to season them with some salt, some pepper, some cumin, some thyme. So you guys, let's go ahead and get started by cutting up these vegetables. First, the minced garlic. Okay, this is ready. Let's go ahead and set this aside. And next we are going to dice some onions. Okay, everyone, now this is the size that I want these onions to be. So let's go ahead and put these into our bowl. And then join me over at the stove and we are going to flavor these black soybeans. Okay, everyone, just real quick. So 10 minutes has gone by. I just took this out of the oven just to check to see if this is crispy enough. It does need some more time in the oven. So what I'm gonna do first is just add a little bit more of this olive oil because again, you know, this is supposed to simulate a fried shell. So I'll just put a little bit more oil on it so we can get it as crispy as possible. Get these edges. All right. And back into the oven this goes. To our pot, we are going to add some avocado oil. Add in the garlic, some bouillon, and just let this go ahead and cook down until these onions are translucent. Let's add in the beans. Quarter cup of water, some cumin, some thyme, and some black pepper. And for the time being, we are going to hold off on the salt until we get closer to the end because again, I did add some bouillon to this. So at this point, you guys, I just turned down the flame to medium low. I'm going to cover this and let these cook for about 10 minutes. All right, now for the meat. So I am going to use chicken breast to fill my bowls. And what I did is I took chicken and I cut it into cubes and I season it with some fajita seasoning, okay? Seasoning is your choice, but some suggestions is salt, pepper, paprika, some cumin, some oregano, I think, and some garlic powder. That would be absolutely delicious on this. But again, because I already had a mixture of this fajita seasoning, which has all of those things in here, I just went ahead and used this. So the only thing that I need to do at this point is to add a little bit of avocado oil. And what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I am going to cook this in my air fryer. So coat this with some avocado oil. And this chicken marinated in this seasoning for about 15 minutes. Okay, this is ready to go off to the air fryer. Okay, everyone, these shells are ready. As you know, this one was already done. And this is the low carb. So all we need at this point are the fillings. The beans are still in the stove. The chicken is in the air fryer. So once those two are ready, we will be ready to assemble. Okay, this Cauli air fryer has preheated. Let's go ahead and add the meat. Spread it out. That way, when you spread it out, that way all the air can circulate around all the pieces and cook this evenly. Okay? This should cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, a couple more things that I need to prep for these bowls. It's the lettuce and the tomato. Let's start with the lettuce. And then our tomato. Okay guys, now these are ready. And in addition to that, we're also gonna have some cheese and some sour cream. So in just a couple minutes, once that chicken comes out of the air fryer, we will be ready to assemble. Okay, you guys, this chicken is ready. Now it is time to assemble. Okay, everyone, time to assemble. So this is my shell. This is my husband's. I'm low carb, he's not. So to my bowl, I'm gonna add some Cauli Rice, then some lettuce, and we don't have any rice for him tonight. We had some earlier, but he ate it with some stir fry that I cooked yesterday. So then next we're gonna add our cheese, because we're gonna let all the hot ingredients melt on top of this. Now for our beans that have been deliciously flavored with the garlic and the onions and all those seasonings, you guys. Chicken. Now some tomatoes. My husband loves picante sauce, so let's go ahead and put some of this on it. I sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top, because again, we are making it our own kind of special. And I like sour cream, so let's put a dollop of sour cream. And there we have it, you guys. An edible burrito bowl. You know, when you've done something good and you just want to share, you guys, this is one of these things. I just made an edible burrito bowl that is filled with deliciousness that me and my husband both can eat, even though I'm low carb and he's not. The only difference between these two bowls are the shells. He has a regular shell, I've got a low carb shell, and I also use Cauli Rice in mine. But everything else that you see in front of me is exactly the same. And again, doesn't matter if he's not low carb, I am, because these things are absolutely delicious and filled with so much flavor. So there's nothing left to do but to give it a taste. Lord, I thank you. You guys, we got the rice, we got the beans, we got this melted cheese because it was smothered in the beans and the hot chicken. So delicious. We got the crunchiness of the shell. My God. You guys have got to give this a try. You will be glad that you did. And when you do, leave in the comments. Let everyone know just how phenomenal this is. The fillings I put in are my choice. You can decide whether or not to use ground beef, ground turkey, no meat at all, other vegetables. Again, the choice is yours. Whatever it is, you continue to make it your own kind of special. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And please do remember to give this video a like and a share, and also subscribe to my channel if you've not yet done so before. And until we meet again, Keep growing, keep thriving, keep pushing those boundaries, and I will see you all real soon on my next Fit Fab 50. Enjoy.